Based Books number 18. We're going to be talking about a book that I think is very, very fundamental when it comes to freeing your mind and being unapologetic. And this is going to be, of course, The Bronze Age Mindset. Talking about this book, I think I found it on some TikTok trend or some banned book list, and it's an anonymous source, right? This is a guy that used an anonymous name looking at through his day-to-day life, and honestly a very good wizard, right? So wizard, what does that mean? Somebody that is wise, right? Like a drunkard, full of wisdom, wizard. And when reading this book, he says a lot of things that are very vulgar, very barbaric, and very true though to what's really inside that fire, right? He talks about the fire inside man. Very poetic man as well. Talks about how he views prostitutes, how he likes prostitutes. He talks about how he likes guys that defend freedom and do and go against the system, right? This is a book all about to inspire rebels, to inspire change. And he's really smart because again, he did not leave his name on the book. So that's another reason why I think you should read this. Because when you do start challenging that narrative and that authoritative figure, you're going to stir the bee's nest and there's going to be some hornets coming to get you. So it's kind of fitting that I picked this book today because now more than ever in our society, we need to be able to speak what we want to speak. We want to be able to feel what we want to feel. And there's a healthy part to emotions that come into it when it's not shying away from these emotions, but understanding and thinking back like, why am I feeling this way? Is this a good feeling? Instead of just buzzing out the noise that you're thinking naturally, it's good to then start looking at what happens, why, where it came from, and not necessarily owning those actions or those thoughts, but just understanding them and exploring them, right? All that says, thoughts and words are just talk, and that's cheap. And your actions speak louder than words. So as long as your actions aren't reflecting these deep animalistic thoughts, then by all means, I think that is a great area to explore. Now, I also thought about how this book changed me, right? This was actually one of the first books I ordered when I started this whole library goal season, which is now bringing me a journey to you guys. And very funny because it came at an interesting time in my life when I was exploring myself and how to express myself in the fullest. And this, of course, is the best way possible. This, of course, is a great freeing exercise of a book, right? The more you can battle and express your thoughts, the more you can become based. So yes, this book was very vulgar and very much romanticizing of the heroes, the underdog, the fighting for what you believe in and fighting for yourself, and that selfish animalistic urge that came from the Bronze Age, right? Fighting and dominating and becoming the beast that's within, and not being afraid to own yourself and to own it, right? So a lot of confidence that came from this book. Now, who is this book for? This book is for somebody that is looking to find that inner voice, right? I did a lot of deep searching from this book, actually. And this book is for people that maybe want to stand up for themselves. If you're having a little bit problems being weak, if you're having problems with saying what you want, if you're having problems of not wanting to fit in, then yeah, you should definitely read The Bronze Age Mindset. This book really kind of struck a chord for me, actually. Now that I think about it, was it based? Of course. And let's get right into the grading, right? So changing my life, oof, it's at least a passing grade. It's at least a 7 out of 10. And then if I had to justify it though, passing to pass, you have to be on my top 50, if not better than most books that I read. Passes that. Secondly, it did change my life. So I would get it at least an 8. Emotions were there. Book is a little shorter than my liking. I'm going to go 8.8. 8.9. Very good book. It's almost a 9, not quite there, but very influential. Can definitely give you some strong expressions that can free your mind. Because, right, that's what we're all about. Free your mind, free your words, free your thoughts. And then your actions will then stem forth. You'll bear fruit. So, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews. This is Base Reviews, out.